All right, so there's no time to lose. We're gonna jump straight into it. You know, your host, Ryan Aubrey, aka Ghost. And of course, I had to bring back two special guests for this event, this earth shattering event, world bending, world changing, world altering event. I had to bring back, of course, Mr. Lucious Burton himself, Bad Opinion Man. And then I had to bring back Jess.
Hola.
Now, we had to jump straight into it because this is crazy. Um, I have a million and one notes, like literally like scribbled all over. So we'll just start at the stray observations and we'll work our way through. But I like it. I think I could start by saying I like it. I mean, I know Lucius, bad opinion, man. He was just saying before we start the show, a bad opinion. He was getting into it. I'm like, save it for a show, save it for a show, save it for a show. But I like it. How do you guys feel about it?
It was very good, actually. It brought back memories from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. Mostly two, obviously.
More than that. Jess, how do you feel?
I think it looks dope visually. It kind of, some of the scenes from the trailer kind of reminded me of the movie Inception. So I'm kind of
Hmm.
excited to see visually what this movie is going to do.
How many years was it between Doctor Strange and Inception?
Um, I'm not sure.
What year did Inception come out?
2010.
2000.
So Doctor Strange came out 2016.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. I don't know why I felt like it came out in like 2013, 2014.
I believe 2016. Let me not be like that guy.
Not with the bad facts and bad opinions. Come on. You
To that,
gotta get it together.
I, actually, I'm right. 2016.
Okay, okay. So the first of the stray observations, um, clear Marvel fake outs. Clear Marvel fake outs. This entire trailer or teaser trailer has so many fake outs, it's not even funny. Marvel always does this, where they'll like change a suit or they'll like CG out characters or add
Hmm.
in a scene that's like not actually in the movie. They love to do this for no reason. And Spider Man is no exception. Um, I think that this trailer, I said we weren't going to get into it. We get into it. We get into it. We get into it real quick. We'll touch base on it. This trailer screams Sony. Like, even though you could tell like it has all of Marvel's influences in the movie itself and in the trailer, this one screams Sony. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but every Sony movie ever, all of the trailers, especially with Spider Man, all of the trailers always give away like the entire movie and
Yeah.
always have the last scene in it. Literally, you're like, wow, why'd y'all put that in the trailer? Like there was no point. There was literally no point. Whereas like Marvel is like, they barely give us anything. They'll be like, yeah, it's a character in there. End. December 13th, 2002. Like literally, they give us no details. So the debate is is that and if you guys don't believe me, go watch the original Avengers Endgame trailer, the first one. It's literally like the first 5 minutes, and they did not give us anything more than the first 5 minutes until literally um the final trailer a week before the movie came out. The debate is the Eternals trailer, which gave us nothing. I've only seen the first two, so I'm not an expert on this. I've only seen the first two because I was not interested. in the marketing anymore. I'm just gonna watch the movie. I've just made that decision. But which trailer was better? Because I like the Spider-Man trailer, and obviously I love the Shang-Chi trailers. But I definitely do not agree with you that the Spider-Man trailer was worse than the Eternals trailer.
I might be canceled for saying this. Well, first, I enjoyed the Internals trailer more just because it's something new for Marvel. Like the Spider-Man trailer. So Eternals was more of a here's something new, here's something like beautiful for you to watch for Marvel, and then like here's something completely different than what we usually do. And then Spider-Man, it's pretty much like it's more of a hype rather than like I don't know like how to word it.
I
But
can
like
hear the web
when I was
slingers
watching,
right now. The Spider-Man
yeah,
fans are coming. They're on the way.
because like and like the trailer was amazing still, but it's just like yeah, it's more of a like get excited for this and then you watch it, but then like Eternals is like I'm more invested in that because I'm curious to know everything about them.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. But Spider-Man still looks insane.
The only reason I would give you a pass on the Eternals is because they have the potential to set up the X-Men. And as a completely biased X-Men fan, that is the only reason.
Uh,
But then again,
We'll see.
Spider-Man looks like, this is giving us like Hugh Jackman in the MCU. So I'm still Team Spider-Man. So on to the stray
Okay.
observations. Doctor Strange, did you guys notice the drip?
yes.
He hit us with the color coordinated like ensemble. He had the jacket with the cloak, but he still was color coordinated.
You gotta coordinate.
Got to coordinate. You can't be I always say scientist supreme. I gotta stop watching Modoc. The sorcerer supreme and not be drippy. I mean, it's
Facts.
literally world ending events every other day. It seems like you have to be drippy. Gotta maintain the drip. So that's bonus points for Doctor Strange's drip in this post in-game world. Passage of time in the trailer. So it's very clear that if you guys really look at the trailer, because the entire film starts, it picks up like 5 seconds after Far From Home, right? But it clear as day goes from fall to winter in the trailer, at least from what we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have that crazy Grand Canyon scene we're not gonna even talk about. But I think they're playing with this when it comes to the passage of time, purposefully. Remember how they did that with Endgame? They gave us one passage of time scene and we didn't even notice it with Black Widow with her hair.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, oh, this is a cool movie. We're looking out for like everything, every little detail. We miss like the most obvious detail in there. So I'm paying attention to the passage of time now. MJ makes a Star-Lord reference, little Easter egg to Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that's more of a nod than anything, but you never know at this point.
Yeah.
Are you guys Daredevil fans?
Not really.
Never seen it.
Yeah, me neither.
Wow, never seen Daredevil on Netflix? Oh my gosh.
No, I've never had any interest in watching that.
But you
Yeah,
guys seen The Punisher?
I've heard.
A couple episodes.
Okay,
Yeah, a couple.
okay. The best Punisher, in my opinion, was in Daredevil. Like I actually I was okay with the Punisher series, but I felt like they made him seem way more OP in season 2 of Daredevil than his actual series. Like his introduction alone, oh my gosh. But that's of course Netflix, Marvel, Netflix, and continuity. Well, they have a Daredevil reference. You know, they've been like trying to like work Daredevil into like every single Marvel project that's coming up. And they have a small reference, possibly not. If you guys caught it, where it says the devil in disguise, and it has like Peter Parker with the devil horns and stuff while he's walking or swinging through, I guess. That could be an allusion to the Daredevil. Maybe he's defending him in the court case. I don't know. I think people would appreciate the cameo, but it seemed like so much going on in this movie. Is there even room for Daredevil?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think he'll come up in Spider-Man, so probably something different.
I think so too. Got confirmed for She-Hulk, actually. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Now, you guys saw the Shang-Chi trailer, right?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to.
Same.
Way more excited for Shang-Chi, more so than the Eternals, I would say. But you guys seen Wong fighting the Abomination? Is Wong going to the tournament? Like, is that where he's leaving? Like, where is he leaving to? In that like very like opening scene where Wong is like, Strange, don't do the spell. I don't know why they do that in movies where they're like, don't do it, and you clearly know it has to set up the plot, so like they're gonna do it. Like, they could have just kept that.
I have a theory on that. If Doctor Strange is so in depth with like protecting reality and all that crazy stuff, you wouldn't just do a spell that you know that is dangerous. So like, it seems like a careless move for Doctor Strange, which doesn't suit his character. So I was just watching videos, and they were like, this could be the evil like Doctor Strange coming out, because like now we also have like Wanda, who's insane. I don't know what she does anything she wants pretty much. So I want to be surprised.
I think that Doctor Strange, this just showed his like narcissism, because he's very narcissistic. Like, oh yeah, I can definitely perfect this spell, but I have a theory. So like, you know how like they try to make it seem like it's Peter Parker's words that like affect the spell, and it's like, Peter, why'd you do that? You didn't ruin everything. But I actually feel like this is a direct connection to the events at the end of Loki.
Okay.
Like, you know how like everything started going crazy and branching off, and it was like everything was like there's all these different multiverses and stuff like that. I feel like that is the direct result, or what we're watching or witnessing is the direct result of that. As he's doing,
I was just watching a video. Yep, I was just watching a video of that.
Where they said that theory.
Yeah, they said, like, you know, when like in Loki or whatever, when he was like looking around, he's like he knows something's happening. But he said that that's what was like that moment. Then he was casting a spell. That's when he realized like what's happening. And then they showed also the scene from the end of WandaVision when she was like reading the Darkhold and how she like looked up quickly because she realized something. But in WandaVision, her kid said something. So like, I don't know if it relates to that, but I just saw a video on that just like today.
It's definitely all connected, because WandaVision takes place before Far From Home, but who's to say that the post-credit scene, now that we see Marvel could fit an entire Black Widow movie in between the end of a movie and a post-credit scene? I think that who's to say that the post-credit scene for WandaVision, like, again, the passage of time, who's to say that that's not, or I guess Far From Home will fit into like right there, giving us that post credit scene that would line up with the events going on in No Way Home, whatever they may be at this point. The last stray observation before we get into the big bads, the lizard. The lizard from I hate Tasm. Can I please say that one more time? I hate Tasm. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I get it. You have a slightly older Peter Parker. Honestly, that is like a video game. Tasm feels like more of a video game than an actual movie. But you have a slightly older Peter Parker and I guess a slightly less younger Peter Parker than like the Tobey Maguire version. And you could get into more like darker subject matter, but it just feels like if DC made a Marvel movie, you would get TASM 1 and 2.
Okay. Okay.
But the lizard. So if you guys remember TASM 1, the lizard, which was a weird villain to me to see in live action. But like I said, if DC made a Marvel movie, it would be this one. The lizard makes a slight cameo. Now here's where it gets weird, because obviously everything we know about this movie we know through leaks, whether it was actors leaking it themselves or whether it was insiders leaking it. One of the earlier leaks was that the lizard was gonna make like a cameo, not necessarily like be like a big bad or anything, but he was gonna make a slight cameo, which is what I believe is actually happening here. But if you look at that scene where Doctor Strange seems to like save Peter from, was it that he was about to get like tail whacked, or was he about to get like scratched? It's hard to tell. Whatever the case may be. It appears that that's the lizard. The only other person who that could be is Venom, and I don't think that they're pulling Venom into this movie yet, because that'll just confuse everybody. Especially if Venom comes out like right before, it'll just confuse everybody. They've already confused us enough.
Yes, facts.
Now, we actually have someone here who is a bad opinion fan of Tasm. So what do you think about the lizard?
Well, first, I didn't think it was him until you mentioned it, because I didn't see, like, from that scene. I could not have told that was a lizard, or that was lizard. So I kind of just ignored that part. But I was mostly focused on everybody else, pretty much, because I think what did I just watch or read? It was like there were like 5 villains were revealed in this teaser, but there's still one that's not. So like people are like, who could that be or whatever, and I don't know who it could be either. Yeah, I doubt it's Rhino, which would that villain's bad.
That's a terrible
But
villain.
then I don't. Yeah, I know that was pretty bad.
Very street level. Daredevil could go fight him. Daredevil, get Rhino.
Whatever.
We're fighting Thanos, and Daredevil, you go get Rhino.
And then I don't think what's his name, Mysterio's dead. I don't think he is.
I have a funny feeling he's not as well.
Because I think he's that sixth person, which I would like to see him. I would like him to go see, or I would like to see him go against Doctor Strange, but I doubt that's gonna happen.
I mean, in the comics, I want to say Mysterio does set up like the Sinister Six, so that will be interesting, especially given how he like lied about like being from like another multiverse, but then like he's actually not. But then he would like team up with like other. But here's the thing, here's where he could come back. He definitely died, right? But he could technically come back from a variant. Like, I feel like Loki, if anything else, is set up that variants are coming, and this entire movie is going to be filled with variant versions of that we're used to seeing, or we may have seen, because I think they said Electro from the set photos is not gonna be blue anymore. He's gonna be like a yellow kind of color.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I also noticed that too when I was watching the trailer. I'm like, I don't see Electro in here. I just see everybody else. And then as I'm like, oh, the lightning. Like I realized it, but it was yellow, and I was like, oh, they changed his entire color like thing because like his uh his electric and stuff was blue in the Amazing Spider-Man. Now it's yellow. So
I hated him in Amazing Spider-Man. I never got his motivation.
he was good.
Like, he was a good character, and then he just never makes sense. It never clicked to me like why he just turned on Peter Parker like that. But
well, yeah, they could have did it a little better.
I'm glad they left out all the other characters from the Amazing Spider-Man as well.
What do you mean? Like all the other villains?
Yeah, the other villains, because that would be terrible. Like the Green Goblin in the Amazing Spider-Man, terrible. That was like Fantastic Four. You remember Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan in them? Oh, that's a terrible Marvel movie.
I did not like that movie at all.
The young Fantastic Four.
I just like the visuals of the new one, which I'm hoping it looks better when the newer one comes out.
It should. It clearly, this whole multiverse thing means that they can pull for different elements from different things. They can pull characters that they like and then keep characters they don't like. Obviously, they can't pull from that one because we've already seen Michael B. Jordan before. So that would be kind of weird to see Killmonger and Johnny Storm and what appears to be right now from reports, Superman, all in the same universe. That would just be weird and confusing to everyone. I think that's why they went with what's his name? The guy that played Wanda's brother in the MCU. Originally, not Evan Peters. Taylor.
I don't know his name.
But he's gonna be playing Kraven in the Venomverse, and he's getting like his own movie. I think that's why they went with him as opposed to the obvious choice of Jason Momoa, because they didn't want people to be confused as to why Aquaman was fighting Venom. That could be a little bit of, to explain. Closing the door slightly on TASM and opening it to Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, the classics. We have Dr. Octopus. Now, obviously, he confirmed this himself, the actor, a while ago, so we weren't that shocked or surprised to see him, unfortunately. But I do have a stray observation that I know both of you missed. So you see the scene where he's like, he mentions Peter by name?
He's not talking to Tom Holland.
Nope. He's speaking directly to Tobey Maguire. That is confirmation Tobey Maguire is in the movie. If there was like no other confirmation, that is direct confirmation. Because why would he recognize Tom Holland as Peter?
Exactly.
I think that was again another fake out. I think they're just setting up the Sinister Six, and that'll be the like Sinister Six fight scene, which is intriguing if you think about like how that fits into the overall Sony perspective. Because you know that like the not Venom, but not Morbius. No, it is Morbius. Dang it, Hannah. Hannah got me saying it now too. Morbius. The Morbius movie is supposed to be a good setup for Sinister Six. So is the Kraven one. So could be interesting.
When is Morbius coming out?
Next year, got pushed all the way back.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. I would say it looked interesting. I was curious.
It could be. I'm almost 90% sure they did the same way they didn't mind like switching the entire Marvel slate. Remember, Black Widow was supposed to come out first, and then it was supposed to be the TV show. It was supposed to be Falcon Winter Soldier first, and then WandaVision. and then they switched it all around. I think that they don't mind switching it around because whatever happens in this movie is gonna make Morbius get way more ticket sales. Because Morbius, there's no way Morbius they do it like a Morbius movie, and they don't like Morbius isn't in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just no way. Morbius literally is a vampire, and we have a Blade movie coming out, and we have a Moonlight TV show or Moon Knight TV show. There's just no way. It's not happening. The Green Goblin is back. My boy William Dafoe.
Hey.
It's the original, right? The
Yeah. Oh,
original Green
they're
Goblin?
not going with that. Oh, ugh.
No,
That
I
Green
was
Goblin.
thinking his son, but I forgot his son died.
Oh, you talking about the new Goblin?
No, I'm talking about the green, like I guess you can call him Green Goblin, and the original Spider-Man with Sandman and everybody else. But I
You
forgot he
talking
died.
about James Franco?
Yes.
Yeah, he was going by New Goblin. And remember, he turned back good.
Yeah. That's why I just started thinking about that again.
You know
That's
what's
what I was
crazy? They actually cast James Franco in a role that we don't know for a future Marvel movie, and we have no idea what it's for.
Huh.
So it's definitely not going to be James Franco. They've actually had set photos
Probably.
come out of William Dafoe. It sounded like him with the
He'll
laugh.
probably. Yeah. No. Oh yeah.
It's good though. I mean,
I don't know.
I knew when they brought back J.K. Simmons, they were going to bring. But here's the thing. Here's the catch. I think that it's variant versions of Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus and obviously Electro. I think it's variant versions. I think they might give us one real version, but remember a lot of these villains died in their movies. So it'd be very interesting to see how they, I guess try to work that back.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the part where it gets interesting. The last major fake out. Somebody asked me about this. They were like, who said that? I'm like, I don't know. I think they left it ambiguous for a reason. It could have been one of like 1,600 people. At the very end, before we see Dr. Octopus, we hear, be careful what you wish for. Best guess. Who do you guys think said that?
Green Goblin.
Ooh, I don't know.
Zombie Tony Stark? No, I'm just playing. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have not watched the What If series. It has not intrigued me at all.
What?
It hasn't. I literally have not wanted to sit down and watch it.
Well, force yourself to. This is actually good.
Oh Lord. I feel like I'm not gonna lie. I feel like MODOK got it.
I want to say what if like you must see, but like since there's no Marvel content right now, like this is something good to watch to keep you like. There's also tons of Easter eggs and stuff in these for future movies, probably.
Concepts that they just throw in there. That's like, if you've seen it, you've seen it. You know it. You're familiar. Kind of like how they had that Spider-Man video game. Like I think it was the first Spider-Man video game ever, or the second one. Was it the first? I don't remember. It was one of the early Spider-Man video games from PlayStation 2, and they took that exact scene and used it for Far From Home. The mirror scene where Spider-Man's fighting himself, and Mysterio has him in a mirage.
There's a lot of scenes like that in What If, like they just and it's good looking too. So everything you've seen. So I think the first episode I was watching, there were scenes from when Captain America was getting the serum and stuff, and all the visuals and stuff looked exactly the same. Of the people, all the shots looked the same, And then I just watched on TikTok that they're using sounds from like the original, like from the Marvel MCU movies, whatever, and putting them in here. So
Mm.
apparently, in like one of the episodes, you hear Thanos scream, and they
Mm-hmm.
use the scream from Infinity War.
It's going to be appearing in Eternals.
What?
I'm not surprised.
You know, he's like connected with them one way or
He's
another.
he's part he's part of like the deviants and stuff. Like his form of a deviant,
Yeah.
which they're clearly trying to protect people from. But it doesn't make sense that they didn't help. But I guess the Celestials told them not to. I don't know what's happening. That's why I'm
That's why I
intrigued.
didn't want to get into the trailers. Because I'm like, it's literally like I need explanation. You need to explain this to me. I know obviously we're gonna see it in the movie, but I need more, Marvel. I need more.
And she's a really good director. Apparently, she won, what is it, two Oscar winning movies or something.
Yeah, she literally just did
I,
like in the last Oscars.
so I don't know if she'll. I feel like this movie could do it if it's like masterpiece as they say, like as it looks. So
The main Eternal,
and,
um, Gemma Chan, she was just in Captain Marvel as one of the Kree.
oh yeah, I know. See her name, yeah, Cersei in the movie. She's okay. They said she's. I think she's the leader, but she's not. It's supposed to be like Ajax, which is the girl who played in Grown Ups as the wife. I don't know her name.
I'm very confused. I don't know. I don't know all their names. What is the name of Angelina Jolie?
Oh my gosh, what's her name? What's her name?
Is it like Icarus or something like that?
No, Icarus is the art, like art Superman.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I think her. What's her name? Nope. Now I'm gonna look it up. I've been trying to learn their names so that I can, like, so far I know everybody's, but like two
Oh
people.
Lord. Well, I know. I
Oh,
guess I won't
Athena.
watch their Turtles. If Lucius likes it,
Athena.
it must be bad.
Hater.
Athena is her name.
Athena. Okay. It should be okay though. It should be an okay movie. I'm only keep holding out hope. But if I don't see Hugh Jackman in it, I'm not gonna be satisfied. I'm telling you that now.
Well, I've heard, like from I've heard like Shang-Chi was like incredible. So I feel like and when well, I've never been disappointed in a Marvel movie besides like Thor 2.
Okay, Thor 2 is a big disappointment. Captain Marvel, to me, is a
Mm,
big disappointment. It was very underwhelming.
nah,
You
she
liked Captain Marvel?
everybody hates that movie. It was good. It was
I like
decent.
Captain Marvel.
Mm, it didn't feel like the
No,
90s. It
everybody
was,
hated her.
yeah, because she's not very charismatic. We like our
But
villains,
so
our heroes to be charismatic.
and so just because they don't like her, it seems like they don't like Captain Marvel. Because like
Exactly.
I also read people are like, I like the movie, I just don't like her playing it, and I'm like,
Right.
okay, well, like,
You think Marvel regrets casting her?
mm,
I mean, clearly they didn't give her a Captain Marvel too. They titled it the Marvels for a reason, for marketing.
yeah, maybe to give her another shot. I don't know, because it would be weird for them to recast a whole nother girl for another Captain Marvel movie, and people would be
Hulk,
like, it seemed like people will have more problems with that.
you not remember the Hulk switch out?
Oh my God.
Well,
All the Spider-Mans.
Or Rhodey, James Rhodes.
well, those were for I don't know were those like because they were like were there real reasons why they switched out?
They didn't want to work with Terrence Howard anymore.
I
Um,
heard he wanted I heard he wanted more money and that they didn't give it to him, so he's out.
yep. Um, they did not, or Edward Norton, they didn't want to work with him anymore because he was like, he's Edward Norton, so he's gonna request to like direct and write everything.
Hell yeah.
He's like evil James Gunn. Please don't cancel me, Edward Norton. I don't want any smoke. I don't want no smoke. But he's like evil James. And you know, Marvel is very like, you can do whatever you want as long as you follow these guidelines. They will let every single director know you're not as important to this project as you think you are. They're very famous for doing that. So, and because you think about it like this, like there's a lot of directors that come to Marvel with ideas, and Marvel's like, no, you're gonna make this. Like James Gunn was like, I want to make Moon Knight. They're like, no, you're making Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1, and that's it. Or the director of Doctor Strange was like, I have this whole vision and idea for Doctor Strange 2, and they're like, no, we're giving it to Sam Raimi. You're on the sidelines for this one. So I think unless you're the Russos, you're probably not getting to do whatever you want. And look how much money the Russos had to make Marvel to have that level of like clout.
I want them to come back for another Marvel movie.
Oh, the Russos are definitely coming back for they're coming back for because they let John Watts move over to Fantastic Four. So after this Spider-Man movie, it's gonna be a new director, depending on where Spider-Man ends up after he is in the multiverse. And even though Spider-Man has another cameo, remember?
Where?
We don't know yet. I mean, if I had to guess, I'll probably say Doctor Strange, but
Oh yeah,
we don't. You know, it could be anywhere. Yeah, we don't know yet. It's hard to say. It should be interesting. It should definitely be interesting to see, to say the least. I think that I don't know what they're gonna do with Spider-Man. I think creatively they're gonna find a way to leave him in the multiverse until they can settle on a new deal to bring him and everything else back. And I think everybody else will just be doing whatever. Because we know Doctor Strange isn't getting stuck in the multiverse. Maybe. Imagine him and Wanda save the day. Unless Wanda's
so I was gonna say, is she evil or like what's her? I don't know her story.
I mean, there's a lot. You know, Wanda is like a very big player in the comics with like the whole House of M series and stuff like that. That's what people thought they were doing WandaVision. It's hard to say. I mean, there's a chance that there's like 2 versions of her. But there's also a chance. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm about to rewatch WandaVision.
Yeah, clearly, the answers are all in there.
I need to watch WandaVision in general. I haven't seen it.
Oh my.
Jesus.
You are behind.
I am.
Super behind.
Have you seen any of the movies from like everything before Endgame?
Anything before what?
Endgame. Avengers Endgame?
Oh, yeah.
So you've seen all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So you're just starting on phase 4. Yeah. I will catch up before phase 4 goes crazy.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
You seen the last Spider-Man though, right? The one before this one?
I did. I just kind of been burnt out on Spider-Man, honestly.
Not on the Spider-Man audio commentary.
I mean, I love Spider-Man. I'm glad that they have their footing, and I feel like, you know, dude that's been playing Spider-Man for a while now. I feel like he's the best one. So that's been exciting. I just, you know, I really am excited for this new Spider-Man. I am. Like, I'm not trying to throw shade to Spider-Man at all. Just for a while there, it was rough. It was really rough.
I think that whole Sony Disney situation kind of made us all kind of like,
Yeah, that was rough.
Then you have these Venom
yeah.
movies that we don't know how to connect, so we can't even be excited to be excited.
Yeah, like it's I want to be more excited for this Spider-Man, but it's just like, okay, we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, okay, that's the exact. Okay, that's kind of how I feel. The only thing, except the only reason that's like pulling me in more is seeing all six of the different villains and everybody coming back and stuff. Ryan
Yeah, I
hates
think
both
that.
of us.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing is, I would tolerate Spider-Man slander. I don't want any. Why y'all got me getting slandered now? Jesus, this is supposed to be Lucius's slandering. I will tolerate Spider-Man slander. I will not tolerate X-Men slander.
Oh
Like,
no, that needs to be slandered bad.
I will not. I just won't.
That is disappointing.
I just won't. I will
Very
not.
disappointing, Ryan.
Now, see, the X-Men movies, I understand they're bad because, continuity and, again,
Yeah,
if
that was,
DC made Marvel, it would probably be
Mhm.
X-Men. But, and they're kind of corny and they, like, never have, like, suits, but then they try to, like, introduce suits and they didn't know what to do. But that Logan, though. That Logan, though. The saving grace of about 10 years of hard work. Logan.
Yeah, Logan was a 10 out of 10.
Because I feel like for those Wolverine movies, they had good premises and they just went nowhere. Like the first one, the first and second act are amazing, and the third act is very weird. Like that whole Deadpool switch out, very weird. Very weird. The third movie or the second movie, fire. Oh, and then Gambit. Oh my gosh. Y'all not remember the Gambit scene with the bow staff? Oh my gosh. Yeah, no X-Men slander. No X-Men slander.
I mean, those movies are good, but that last X-Men movie with the Phoenix, nah.
Now, I will say this. I have not
That
seen it.
trash.
See, I was
You haven't seen
done
Dark
when I
Phoenix?
saw Apocalypse, and I seen that they put Wolverine in Apocalypse for no reason, just to get Wolverine in there for no reason.
I can say that Dark Phoenix isn't as bad as you think.
Oh my God! Here come the bad
It's
opinions.
bad.
Here come the bad opinions.
I can I so X so yeah, okay, so Days of Future Past is the best X-Men.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Hands down.
And then
Hands down.
Apocalypse came in. Apocalypse, I was fine with it. It's not. I want to say it's a great movie. I was entertained. Dark Phoenix, though, it was like it felt like the only X-Men movie that felt different than all the other ones.
Yes.
But it felt like more of a comic book X-Men movie.
You know what's crazy? You know what I just thought about? Wow. Loki kind of made up for. Remember that bad Ralph Boner joke from WandaVision?
Mm-hmm.
X-Men. I mean, not X-Men. Jesus, it's on my mind. Um, Professor X. That's Professor X doing promo, putting real estate in our minds. X-Men real estate. The You guys know how like at the end of Loki, how it's like they introduce us to like the idea of variants.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like technically, the Ralph Boner joke from WandaVision, they could like undo that technically and just like make him Quicksilver going forward and say he's a variant. Oh, I guess that wouldn't make as much sense though, because then that would be like they already had a Quicksilver. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Figure it out, Marvel. I don't know. There's like 3
I would
Spider-Mans
say
now. Figure it out.
we also have the okay. I think her name's Makari. She's like the fast girl in Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
So as I said, we have her now. It'll be kind of like weird to have her and Quicksilver.
I feel like that's the one superpower that's never truly like made sense in live action. Like everyone loves Flash for like the drama with the early seasons of Flash for the drama, but like the actual superpower itself never really made sense on a like to like make it look cool in live action in like the modern era of like superheroes. And Marvel has never like played with it outside of Quicksilver, and now we saw what happened with him.
As I said, there are scenes from Eternals that you'll see with her.
Where she's running, does it look cool?
It's different. Like I think it was a shot in one of the second trailers where she was running and she like ended up jumping, but when she jumped, she like I don't know how far she jumped, but because she's so fast, she literally went from one half to the other. I don't know how to describe it. It was really good.
She started hitting that Dragon Ball Z teleport. That makes no sense whatsoever.
She was.
I don't know
Also, she's
why we
supposed to
were
be
so intrigued by those scenes, those half animated scenes by Dragon Ball Z. Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, guys, I'm not getting drugged by any more fan bases today. If you guys need to find me, you can find me at Lucious's house at Lucious's address.
I doubt anybody wants to come to Milwaukee.
Thank you for pointing out the city. They now have narrowed it down. Thank you. What did Spider-Man say? It wasn't he, it was the drones. That's what they're gonna say. It was the drones. Thank you guys for joining for this special little pre-audio commentary. Hopefully we can get a new one going soon, a new series going soon. Thank you guys for listening and of course showing love and supporting the other audio commentary series, the Loki one. Or what Loki one? What are you guys talking about? Are you an analyst? Security? No, I'm just playing. And so we'll be back and probably following updates. When does Shang-Chi come out? I've been asking that like every episode. I don't know why. I need to write it down.
I think it comes out September 3rd.
Yeah. Oh, in like a week.
Yeah, like next week.
Oh,
I got tickets. I got tickets for the 4th and the 6th.
It's only in theaters, huh? It's not Disney.
Yep, only in theaters.
Yeah. It's already.
See,
is it worth the COVID risk to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What Marvel movie is it?
Just mask up.
You're right. Because I mean, I wouldn't go see Captain Marvel if I knew what I know now about Captain Marvel. I wouldn't go see it.
What a hater!
Oh my god.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I wouldn't see Thor: Dark World either. I mean, it's it's. Well, when does Love and Thunder come out? I haven't heard any noise about that.
I don't know. It's not. I don't know. The trailer will come out next year.
I feel like this year is for like all the obscure Marvel ideas. Like they're just throwing them out there to see what we think will work.
Yeah, everything's working.
So trying to like figure out like their big budget stuff. Did you guys see Suicide Squad?
Ew. No.
Okay.
I see the first.
I heard it wasn't that bad, but it was like DC, so
yeah.
I'll wait until it's on TV or something. I'm not going to the theater.
I think it's on HBO Max, but like
it is. My dad watched it the other day with my best friend, and he's not a DC dude at all. He's Marvel all the way. But he gave it a chance, and he was still like, he's like, it's DC, so.
Okay, I figured it would probably be better, but the thing is, like, they can't get away from like all of the flawed continuity errors. Like,
yeah,
like the first one, if they would have made this one probably initially, it would have been like, probably better received. Like, okay, we kind of rock with this, but I think James Gunn is very hit or miss. Hot take. I think he is. I think I love James Gunn, but I think that even Marvel recognized that. That's why they didn't give him like anything else, and they gave him the DC. Because literally, like,
what-
outside of Guardians, I mean, he could really go crazy with Guardians, but I think they're gonna go a different direction with everything. Because look at it like this, right? Like, you know how we're okay with Thor, like the first two movies, more so the first and the second. Like, it was like, okay, this is okay, this is just okay, and then they bring in like
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi for the Thor Ragnarok, and it completely changes Thor and the perception. Like, they fixed Thor and the Hulk. Then again, they like literally like killed off the Hulk, but still,
I was gonna say
they killed him off. Yeah, but I mean, still, we got to see a great version of both characters, and then we got introduced to like the amazingly talented Tessa Thompson. I will not accept any Tessa Thompson slander either. And Loki, of course. We got. That's just a great movie. That's a great, hilarious movie by Marvel. But I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring like new directors on to give different approaches and different takes to like, older properties that we already like. And I think they're gonna have fun playing with this TV. They haven't quite figured it out yet. I think they figured it out up to the last episode of every single show thus far.
Not Loki.
I liked Loki's last episode, but I understand why it dropped the ball for a lot of people. I think Hawkeye is gonna be better.
his trailer's supposed to come out this month, I believe.
What about when are we getting these other properties? Because I want to see She-Hulk now. I'm intrigued. They said she's gonna be like breaking the fourth wall like Deadpool.
Okay. I don't know.
Right now, all I know is Hawkeye is supposed to come out in September, October. Something's supposed to come out in October, and then something's supposed to come out in January, I believe.
Oh Lord, Jesus! It sounds like no breaks. Marvel said you guys will be making audio commentaries until we say stop.
Oh.
Literally.
Oh, you don't like What If?
Well,
we'll give you a What If. All the Marvel slander that we put out. We love you, Marvel. We sorry. We apologize. We'll be back. I guess it sounds like in a week. For the Shang-Chi reveal.
Yes.
Where I attempt to do Kung Fu. Live on the audio.
I can't wait.
I love those movies. I don't know why I like Kung Fu movies so much. Even like Ronin with Keanu Reeves. Underrated movie. I mean, yeah, sure, whitewash, but still, underrated movie. We'll be back.